Hello and welcome to this. What is this? This is the first in a series of videos where I'm going to be talking through my process as I'm working on making a story-driven role-playing game like an RPG. Let's uh, let's go to the concept. I have like a list of talking points. So first off, overall concept I have for this game is I would like it to be a game about fighting the final boss. That is a terrible way to phrase it. I would like it to be a game where you can go to fight the final boss at multiple points, and basically you have your goal and you can go to it at any time, and the whole game is about building up to that battle, like equipping yourself, doing side quests to grow stronger so you can win this very, very difficult final boss. I'll like sort of a Zelda Breath of the Wild thing. I'm also kind of inspired by, I believe it's Mass Effect 2, where it's all building up to this big mission, and you can take as long as you can to prepare, but the longer you prepare, the more people die. So you have to balance you have to balance getting strong enough so the mission will be successful with people will die if you do not do this immediately. I think that's a really interesting idea to draw upon in a video game. It's a really good piece of narrative that I'd like to explore with this game. Like maybe make it a game about the player feeling ashamed for not being strong enough, for not being able to win this fight, and uh, okay, let's go into. I've already done most of the brainstorming for this game, or at least the early stuff, so I knew this was a good idea. I was thinking that and this is not a visually interesting video, it's just me rambling. I was thinking that just the overall, elevator pitch of the story is this big, powerful, evil knight. He comes to this small village, and there's this temple in the village, and in it is this source of power that he wants to draw upon, and he wants the town's elder to open it up. And every day he kills one of the villagers to hurt to piss off the town's elder. Like, every day you do not give me what you want, someone innocent dies. And the town is trying to hold out because say in 2 weeks, for some reason I haven't figured out, this villain will not be able to get into the temple at all and get what he wants. So it's holding off. Just the whole village is gonna be dead, but the bad guy won't win. Or you can save the village if you're strong enough, if you can figure out how to win this boss fight. That is the overall idea. And let's see, what else do I need? I should talk about this. I'm making an RPG Maker VXAce. I have not touched RPG Maker in 6 years. My very first games, they were terrible. Don't look them up. They were awful. But I've used RPG Maker before, and I wanted to make an RPG, so I'll go back to RPG Maker. I could do this in Unity. I could program this, but I feel like that would make this take a lot longer. That would very much drastically increase how long it would take to make this game, because I would have to program an RPG, and I know how to program RPGs. I did it once. It's a lot of work for what would be very little benefit in this situation to do that as opposed to just doing RPG Maker, because RPG Maker is not a program that can do a lot. It is very good at doing this one very specific kind of thing that I want to do. And I'm using VXAce instead of MV because I've used VXAce before. I've read that there isn't much benefit from switching to MV, and I don't know, this game already has a slim budget, not gonna buy a new program. Whatever. So basically, whole game, every day a villager dies, every day you can do a different side quest, you can go stronger, you can get new items to make you able to fight this final boss. And I've done some preliminary, going through, assembling art assets. I have 2 main art packs I'm gonna draw from. I'm not an artist, so I have to draw from art packs that other people make, and Yeah. This is, well, hold on, I'll go out. I've assembled all the character sprites into a small folder, but this is the world of Solaria. It's an asset pack you can find on niche.io that I quite like, that I bought. And I like this because it gives us really good, I really like how this village looks. It's a good asset pack that can give us a nice looking village that this evil son of a bitch can come to and just destroy. And there are a few other like asset packs that were in the same art style, or a few other updates to this that were in the same art style. Like there was this one cabin one that gives us a lot of like inside stuff I can use to make the village better. There was the whole village, but it's winter, and I think, oh, that's cool. I can do like an epilogue a few months later where you can talk to the various villagers, and they're either like, wow, you saved us, or you should have fought harder, you should have saved our loved ones, because we're all dead now. Or alternatively, just walking around the town at winter if you take really long to kill the final boss and everyone's dead. And let's see, there was like dungeons in this pack, and I'm going to try to stick to this, and I'll show the other asset pack in a second. I don't want... This gives me a lot of limitations. Like, for instance, this dungeon one, I got like 4 dungeon designs. I can have at most 4 areas that have those designs at least. And scale is a big problem in game development that I have run into before when making RPGs, so I'm okay with there being limitations by the asset pack. Like, I could get more asset packs and it wouldn't look quite right just jamming them together because they're different art styles. Like, if I want to stick to a limited set of resources, because that will force me to think about scale. And I'm also, God, I have in the past completely underestimated scale, but this is good for keeping scale, because if there's 14 days, one's like the final day, you have to fight the final boss, one's like a prologue, then that's 12 days where you can go on a side quest, 12 little mini quests, and that is it, and there is no more. And there is no more than like 20 characters in this game, because, I mean, I need to have that many characters die. And yeah, let's go back to looking at assets. So I've got all these. There's like some caves and mountain areas. There's like some blacksmith. Solaria art pack. I like it. And also in it were also in this pack were a bunch of like sprites for characters. And I'm like, okay, that actually gives me exactly the number of sprites I need, and I can use that. Like, we got some hero sprites, we got variants. Half the sprites have like recolor variants, and maybe like have a dream world, a mirror world where all the colors are shifted, or maybe have a character like this night character, could be our main character, have a promotion, and that like changes his hair color as he goes more powerful. There's a few hero sprites. Frogboy, I'm not using Frogboy. I like goggles. Like, I'll use you as a character because you have goggles, and that is a character detail that makes you recognizable. Yeah, and there's like this guy. I really like this guy. I think I'll make him a mentor. The next update in this series will be me having ironed this out and like writing out all the characters in the game and all the locations and all the side quests. There's some goblins. I can use something with that. Lots of like rats and stuff. Slimes. Yeah. There's toucans. I forgot about the toucans. Could there be a day when the bad guy kills the toucans? No, that would make him too unsympathetic. I'll just have him stick to killing the children. There's this guy. Like, I was thinking maybe like a blacksmith. Like, you have a blacksmith like forging a legendary sword for you. That kind of game. And he has a mustache. He looks cool. I was thinking her for like a village elder. Little boy. Fucking... He's cool. He has a baseball cap. He'll be in the game. And yeah, just all these art assets that I'm going to go through. Actually, one idea I had was, like, I'm not going to have every character have a double because I won't. But, like, it would be interesting, maybe with this, like, but one of the other kid sprites have it be a pair of little kids who are twins. And then one of them dies and the other is sad for the rest of the game. Like, make that player feel guilt. There's some creepy hooded skull merchants. I could have them, like, be merchants. Actually, idea I had is the merchants not actually count being like they're being traveling merchants who don't count as a list of the town. So that way the merchants never die, and also they don't care. Like some demon ladies, a freaking plague doctor, I can work with that. Maybe as pet parrots, I don't know. Some zombies, like maybe go to this mad science plague doctor who makes zombies, and like, hey, can you bring back our dead villagers? Ooh, you don't want to mess with undead. Now the other asset pack I have is very, very nice looking. This is the, I don't know how it's pronounced, AK6, the Librarium. Okay, I'll put the link to both of these resource packs that I'm going to be using in the description to this video. But this, I just love. It's probably the best resource pack I've ever found. Just these amazing battle sprites that I can use for my various enemies in the game. And there's a slight limitation. Ooh, there's a werewolf, but that I only have map sprites for, which one is this? Which is this? No, oh, hold on. There's like, I have like free front view, 3-frame front view. There, this one. I have front sprites. Like, if I'm going to have an enemy appear on a map, I need a sprite for them. So that limits, because I only have front sprites for some of these. Although there are some good front sprites in here to work with. Like, I like you, where was Goken? Like you, there was a guy named, I'll find it. There's like some evil kings that I like. There's, yeah, there's just a lot of things, and I'll go through and I'll have a better idea. I've looked through these before. I thought, oh, that looks cool. Thought I might use that. But I'll do a more ironed out in the next update to this. Like, this guy, I really like this guy. Like, that is a very good evil advisor sprite. And who was it? Towards the end, I'm pretty sure. You, I like you. You be final boss. And the reason I'm going you is go back to the, oh, jeez. Save your best mouse. Where was, there was, I've lost it. This was one. This is one that I had like a sprite for, and I called out, I'll use you. Hold on. You I really like as a boss sprite. I'll use, hold on. There's just so many sprites. Honestly, I might reuse this in the future, make a whole nother game, because there's just so many good boss sprites in this pack, like an RPG that's just a long, endless boss rush. Like, there's Eldritch Abominations, there's elemental things, there's so much to go for this, but I'm gonna leave this with, it's not gonna find it. Oh god, the Windows search function is terrible. Or was it in the front? I think it was in the front. No. I did not script this video, in case you couldn't tell. This is just me throwing out some ideas I have. Where are you? Is it there? This is our final boss. This is the guy to beat. I like that sprite. Like, just big armor guy, massive sword. And you're gonna have to beat him. And it's gonna be hard. And it's gonna take some time. But you can't let it take too time. So yeah. That is the game. Rough idea, overview, and the next update will be more in-depth descriptions of what's going to be featured in the game once I've ironed that out. Feel free to comment down below if you have ideas or suggestions, and maybe I'll name a character after you. I'd like to name characters after viewers who, like, talk about the game. I want people to get invested in this, like, sort of talk to people as I make this. And I'm gonna be filming some major stuff, like maybe some town building, some boss, like, scripting, some of the writing maybe, and also, like, just a Friday update until I have this done, like, describing how far I got in the game. So, yeah, that was a bit scatterbrained in this video, but I hope I got the overall idea across. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.